Let us discuss this example. So in this example, we have a two real numbers whose product is 0, as you can see here. And what we have to prove, either first one is 0 or second one is 0. So I have assumed here given thing a into b is equal to 0. What we have to prove? We have to prove a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. See, if I will discuss two cases. If a is equal to 0, then there is nothing to prove, because the same thing we have to prove, and we are already considering a is equal to 0. Then there is nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. See, so the first case is obvious. A is equal to 0. If a is not equal to 0, then that means if a is not equal to 0, compulsory we have to prove that b should be 0. You are getting? Either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. First case says a is equal to 0, nothing to prove. But if a is not equal to 0, we must have b is equal to 0. Okay. So a is not equal to 0, then if a is non-zero, A inverse exists, then A inverse exist. Okay, so what will we have? I will write, we have what we have, a into b is equal to 0. See, multiplying both sides, by a inverse. Okay, a inverse exists, no, so that's why we can multiply both sides. So a inverse AB is equal to A inverse into 0, right? So see, that multiplication is associative. So therefore A inverse into A into B is equal to 0. Since we have proved anything into 0, we have 0. I will mention multiplication is associative. Okay, associative. So that's why we can consider these two terms. And 0 into anything, 0, we have proved it. Okay, let us go further. A inverse into A is 1, B. Tell me why? Because these are, A inverse is a multiplicative inverse of A. Because A inverse is multiplicative inverse of A. So that's why their product must be 1, and 1 into B is equal to B. So this is equal to 0. Okay, so in this way, so that means if A is equal to 0, nothing to prove. But if A is not equal to 0, what we get? B is equal to 0. That means B is equal to 0. So therefore we can write, therefore A into B, A is equal to 0 implies either A is 0 or B is 0. So in this way we have completed its proof. You can make a screenshot of it, and then we will go for second example. See, in this example, what we have to prove, if A and B, both of them are non-zero, then what is inverse of A into B? So that means first we take product and then we are taking inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. This thing we have to prove. So I will start with a given thing. We have A not equal to 0, B not equal to 0. See, that means both of them are non-zero. Then their product is also non-zero, since both of them are non-zero. Getting? So therefore AB non-zero. So therefore AB inverse exist. You know, no, this is a basic condition for existing inverse, multiplicative inverse. It should be non-zero. So we got AB non-zero. So therefore it has an inverse. Let us start now. So I am going to consider, see, I am going to consider AB into B inverse A inverse. I am taking product of AB and this one, B inverse A inverse, is equal to A B into B inverse A inverse. We can write in this way. Okay, I can take product of B and B inverse first. This is possible because multiplication is associative. Because multiplication is associative. Okay. See, this is equal to A into B inverse 1. Tell me why? Because B inverse is multiplicative inverse of B. because B inverse is multiplicative inverse of B. So that's why their product is 1. A into 1 is A because 1 is multiplicative identity. So that means if you take product of any number with 1, you will have the same number. So because 1 is multiplicative identity, I am not writing that thing, but yeah, this is the reason behind it. A into A inverse is 1 because A inverse is multiplicative inverse of A. I am writing reason of each and every step. That is very important. That means A into A inverse is 1 because A inverse is multiplicative inverse of 1. A. So therefore what we get? Therefore what we get? AB into B inverse A inverse, and we solved, and what we have got, it is equal to 1. So that's why this is inverse of AB, implies B inverse A inverse is multiplicative inverse of AB. But what is actual multiplicative inverse of AB? AB bracket inverse. This is the actual multiplicative inverse, but AB bracket inverse is multiplicative inverse of AB. Getting my point? So we have got their product is 1, so that's why this one is multiplicative inverse of AB. But what is actual multiplicative inverse of AB? AB bracket inverse. So that means this one is also inverse, this one is also inverse, but inverse is unique, and multiplicative inverse is unique. Inverse is unique. So that means both of them are same. So therefore AB inverse, this one, and this inverse, both of them are same. So in this way we have proved. Okay, in this way we have proved. You can make a screenshot of it. After that we'll stop. Thank you. Bye bye.